EA Sports coverage of the NFL International Series brings us for the first time to the lively capital city of Dublin, Ireland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the visitor's sideline, it's the Vikings head man Kevin O'Connell. His guys coming off the win last week to push their early season record to 2-1. On the other sideline, the Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys, the designated home team here in the Irish capital.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go on EA Sports. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, he's going to be a hard team to beat.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is T.J. Watt getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm. But through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
Pace on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. 319. A run with Gainwell. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. Headed left, buying time.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Pickup of the 11 yards on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. In the shotgun, it's A-Rob. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. For Metcalf, 48 TD grabs in 6 years with Seattle. That his first with Pittsburgh.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Vikings nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
A gain of
17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Minnesota.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
We are through 1. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Vikings football as we begin this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Short pass caught by Oliver. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And he's going to have that 1st down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
10 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
They'll motion over Thielen.
46-yard line.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Vikings 1st down.
On play action, here's McCarthy. Taking off, and the Nice look there. Going to a slide and gain about 7.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. He's going to have a Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here we go, set.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
And he's in! J.J. McCarthy! Touchdown, Vikings!
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt.
And look at this! The extra point is blocked! Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gainwell. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. On the ground, Gainwell. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now Gainwell. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Ivan Pace up from his linebacker spot to make the stop. Here's Gainwell. Rodgers saying, let's go. Try to get him to the line.
That's a gain of 3.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And the Steelers are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Johnson will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
Boswell now for the extra point. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Glendale, the Cardinals at home for an NFC West battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And this is one of the better young wide receivers in the game today, Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 43-yard touchdown. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Start out here with an option to the left. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Ivan Pace up from his linebacker spot to make the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
3rd and a yard.
319.
Here's a run with their tight end. And he's got it. We'll move the chains. First down at the 47.
And when you've got that big body in the backfield, I mean, why not give him a chance to use that size to pick up first down? I mean, you're not looking for a home run. You're not looking for a touchdown. Just get north and south and keep this drive alive.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
158.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
158.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
From the pistol, it's Gainwell. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
Brings up fourth down and 1.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
On first down, here's McCarthy. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any...
Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Look at the 8! Look at the...
On first down, they'll run it on the draw. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
319!
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, here's 2nd and 1.
Look at the 8! Over! Yeah, this.
Rodgers now. That'll be complete to Gainwell. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now give on the ground, and a short pickup down inside the 10.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo.
3rd and 2.
Box it!
They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
On the play. It's 4th down.
So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He's got his man, Jefferson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
15 yards on the play. And the Vikings.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
McCarthy sacked. A loss of 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And they will finally track him down. Great coverage downfield. Leads to a sack. Now, a big 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. A loose football. And I believe a Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball.
And it's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A run with Gainwell. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Green 18.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
258. Screen 18.
They'll stick with him again. And right on the 15, and the march continues. That is a first down picked up on the ground.
I think there's one of those play calls, Mike, that really just comes down to understanding your personnel. You realize, okay, your back is not one of those big bruising guys, run it up the middle on 3rd and short. Instead, use the speed, use the vision, get him outside the offensive line, and let him find that space to pick up the first down.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Now whistles and
Second and 10
timeout.
at the
Go figure.
15-yard line.
Not sure the point of this, but they're going to stop it. 4 seconds left in the game. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a toss, right side. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. And with an open date on the schedule next week, we'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The party just getting started. No place better to do that as we say so long from Dublin.
The baddest motherfucker ever.